Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about space. And I already know what you're thinking. I'm not talking about this space. We are talking about the art element of space. Space refers to the area within, around, above, and below an object, objects, or in our case, a shape. So now that we know what space is, let's talk a little bit about positive space and negative space. Positive space is the subject or interest in an artwork. Negative space is the space around or the space that is the background. So here I am putting some shapes onto my white paper. And let's talk about what's the positive space here and what is the negative space. So my positive space here is all of my shapes that I put onto my paper. And can anyone guess what the negative space is? You're right, it's the background area around all of the shapes. So as we create our pieces of art using our circles, we want to think about how we can make the negative space of our pieces interesting. The negative space doesn't always have to be just the background. So I'll show you an example of that by making a shape out of negative space using my positive space shapes. So my circles are my positive space, and I'm going to just move them towards each other. And now you see we've created this really cool shape here in the middle of the circles. So as we go about our making process, let's think about those awesome negative space shapes that could be made in between our circles. Now the last thing I'm going to show you in this video is overlapping our shapes. Overlapping is when you put two things on top of one another. So we could overlap our shapes to begin to create more visual interest in our piece. If you see here, it turned this circle into more of a half circle. So that's just another idea to play around with while we are making our art. So now that we've learned about space and overlapping, let's get started!